afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is another episode of Straight from the Block. I'm your host, Plano. Only on 92.6 WKBP, The Spot. Co-host, holla at him.
You already roll it is, man. It's your boy, Quest Roll, a.k.a. Crip Baylor. Stop playing me, you heard?
Oh, you got cut it short? That's it? You on the Crip Baylor this morning?
I'm chilling. I'm on one this morning. Just know. I kept it short,
Okay. You kept it short. I was caught me off guard. Y'all already know who it is, man. It's Shamar, a.k.a. Ashamar, and man, I'm out here. We ready to get it. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of stuff we're going to touch on today, but I want to get out the way some acknowledgments real quick. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, some acknowledgments real quick. I want to shout out Noah Lyles for beating Usain Bolt record in 1947 in the Diamond League event. Sha'Carri Richardson for and that was in the 200 meter, by the way. Sha'Carri Richardson beating Shakira Jackson.
Real quick, how old is Sha'Carri?
I think Sha'Carri is 20. Hold on. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, okay. Carry
on. Yeah. So Sha'Carri Richardson for being Shakira Jackson. Only by two seconds. Well, not even 2 seconds. Excuse me. 0.02 seconds. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani hitting his 39th home run in Major League Baseball. He's tearing it up.
He's the best player in baseball. Hey, he's the best player in baseball. He's a phenom, and we can do a whole show on this show, on the show. Like we can do a whole show on him. That nigga's amazing.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot.
Well, we can't do it with Quest because he does not watch baseball. So that's
because y'all grew up over there with that background that Darnay's in. So y'all at Yankee Stadium too. Yeah, no.
Shout out to 151 in Walton. You already know the block.
That's we have the side.
Yes. Welcome back, Aaron Judge. He just came back off injury. And last but not least, shout out to Killian Mwap. I don't want to mess up his name.
Oh, Mbappe?
Mbappe, yeah. For being even offered $1 billion.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy? Yardies used to be playing soccer in 16s. And I used to be like, look at these niggas. Well, one, I thought they was trash because they was playing with just one garbage can. It wasn't even like the goal wasn't between two garbage cans. It was one. So now that I think about it, I didn't realize the difficulty in what they was doing. And to think like, damn, I should have been out there with them. Because they giving out money like crazy in soccer. I played all the wrong sports. No, I'm like, I played baseball for a little bit when I was young. Like when I was like 10, 11, 12-ish, somewhere around there. But man, niggas is all, yo, that's crazy. Almost a billion.
I tell you this, we be all off the block.
Nigga, listen to me. I don't know what type of morals this nigga got, but I ain't got none. Give me that. I don't give a fuck where they playing it at. I don't give a fuck if it was in this nigga backyard for fucking 6 months. Past that, I'm off this.
So he turned it down because of the team that offered it to him, correct?
Right. He turned it down because he want to play for Real Madrid. I don't give a fuck if it was Real Grand Concourse. I'm playing, send the money. Wire it right now. I'm on my way. That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't even gonna say Mike. That's not ever coming back. You don't pass up a bag like that. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to do.
I appreciate that because, first of all, the fact that somebody offered it to him means there will be another offer at some point in time, right? That's number one.
The niggas that offered it to him?
Wait. That's number one. Number two, if you don't mess with the people that's offering it to you like that, that just shows that money isn't everything. Soccer players already get paid crazy money, right? I looked it up. He's already one of the top 3, if not 5, highest paid soccer players in the world. So he's already getting major bank. Now, if he's like, if I don't really mess with you, if you the op, that's like a blood coming to play for some Crips because y'all offered them $1 billion. Like,
I used
come
to hop on the op block, so I don't care. I need all of that. With the money he making, he can afford security. He can afford guns. Listen, like, nah. And son, like, if it's me and I'm like a dude that got money like that, first of all, the Arabian dude just got money to blow. They buy tigers and weird shit. Like, they got nothing to do with their money, right? So that's why they offer it. But if you turn down my money, I'm offended. I'm never gonna offer it again because I'm like, oh, word, that's how you feel. So like, it might not. No, nobody's ever going to offer him that amount of money again, bro.
Yes, they will.
You think so?
Yes, they will.
You think they're out here throwing out almost $1 billion willy-nilly? No. All right.
They realize that he turned down the Billy, so they're gonna have to offer him more. Just like any other sport, the next offer is gonna be more.
No, I'm not getting more. That's all I have. I'm not saying that's all I have, but no, that's all you was getting. But listen, if he turned that down because the team that he want to play for ain't gonna offer him that.
How you know? They got money.
You don't know. You don't know. Listen.
They got them for cheap. They got them for less.
Quest, maybe you're unaware of how negotiations work, sir. Okay.
Maybe.
Right. Maybe you don't realize how it works. When a person offers you something, right? You either have to come with that or more, right? If you want to retain a person, right? If you want to retain this person, knowing what the market is asking for, you have to offer the same or more. So now
I know how negotiations work, but he already lost his leverage because he made it be known, I want to play for them. So now they got the upper hand.
Okay, but what happens now? What do you think is going to happen? Right?
They're not giving him that much money, bro.
Okay, no. Wait.
What was it, like 800 mil?
Listen, if they don't offer him that, he goes and he leaves for someone who can afford him. Now, at the very least, let's just say, I'll give you a dream scenario real quick. Let's say it was 1.1 billion from Saudi, right? He want to play for whatever the team he want to play for, and they offer him 950 million, right? He might take the 950 as a homegrown discount, meaning because this is the team I want to play for, right? 950 still ain't nothing to scoff at, but they know they already got to be close to that billion.
They're not offering that. Watch. They're not going to offer him that.
Well, since that was not one of our topics for the day.
Well, real quick, because you said he's top 5 highest paid, right? So if he was the top paid, maybe, but this nigga's better than him, that mean.
It's
no, that's less.
No, you're wilding. You're wilding. Stop that madness, fam.
If he was the best, he get paid the most.
And that's why he's trying to get the Billy right now, because in the World Cup, he just showed that he's the best. In the last tournament, he showed that Mbappe is he put his name on it. I know his name now because of the last tournament, my dude. He's better than Messi.
I know his name because he's the dumb nigga that turned down the Billy.
That's why he's going to get a top dollar. He's going to be number 1. After this offseason, he's going to be the number 1 played soccer player in the world. Facts.
Probably, but he's not going to get a Billy.
Next topic, please, because this nigga doesn't watch soccer, D. Why are you arguing with him?
I watch pockets.
He don't know.
I don't watch soccer, but I watch pockets.
You don't
know. He watch pockets?
Yep, I watch pockets.
Oh
so
my God.
He turned down a Billy.
Ain't the richest country in the world, my nigga. All right, please.
I know them niggas got
since we got my co-host a little excited, let's go with something that will keep his blood boiling. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the running back situation in the NFL and how there is no respect on the running back position as of right now. The New York Football Giants just gave Saquon Barkley $11 million for a 1-year deal, but he was without a contract at the prior when we were supposed to cover this topic. He didn't get his contract yet, but I still think that's shorts for even the talented Saquon Barkley. That's just my opinion. So let's talk about it, Kay. Let's talk about.
Real quick, I have a question. How many seasons he been in the league now?
Excuse me?
How many years he been in the league?
How many years he's been in the league?
4 or 5?
Yeah. Nah, that's more than
fifth season.
This is 5th? And how many full seasons has he played?
2.
11 million's good.
What's that?
11 million's fine.
I want to get how y'all feel about it first, because I'm gonna go on for a minute.
I think 11 million is fine for a nigga that is injury prone. Like the nigga hasn't played. I kind of said he played 4 full seasons. It's about to be his 5th. 2 of the seasons he wasn't even there. Nah, 11 million's good, bro. For 1 year, yeah, that's good.
Remember now, we're talking about the entire running back position. We just don't want to focus on Saquon and the Giants. Right?
I mean, no, because that was the first thing he brought was Saquon and him getting his contract. I agree with him getting 11 million. He said he thought he should get more. I don't think he should get more. I think 11 million is dumb good for 1 year for a nigga that ain't played a full season, like half his career. Sure, I think it's good. Now, as the running back situation, I think the NFL is just a terrible organization. Period. I think they don't give a fuck about the people in it. Like they move it like, oh well, nigga, you can't do it. Fuck out of here. Like they contracts are terrible. We can just cut you because we feel like cutting you is crazy. Like they don't have no respect for the players. Period. That's why niggas' careers be 5 years. Like that's why niggas got to get in and get their money and cut because for it as being as violent as it is, they should be making the most money. Like the NFL don't fuck about their players, bro. Like a running back nigga is really on borrowed time because he takes a lot of hits. He takes a lot. He's really going through the biggest niggas first pause. He got to go. Yeah, like it's a lot of wear and tear on his body. So he should get paid accordingly. But for them to disrespect it and feel like, they trying to make it, they trying to NBA it, how the NBA jumped into like a 3-point fast scoring league. That's what they're trying to do with the NFL. They're trying to make it a fast scoring league. They're trying to make it where like running to me is weird as fuck though. Like, why wouldn't you want to? If your quarterback isn't on, what the fuck else are you gonna do? You got to run the ball, right? Like, it don't make no sense like what they doing with the running back. But like I said, just the NFL in itself is a terrible organization when it comes to players. Like they treat the players like shit. The players they act as if the players don't matter when it's the players that put the asses in the seats. Pause. So it's like, fuck that. Like, I think the NFL is just a terrible organization. I think it's fucked up what they're doing on running backs, especially for them putting so much of their fucking body on the line, pause, for these niggas to get wins and rings and shit like that. And then for you to disrespect them and not want to pay them is crazy to me.
Well, first, let me say this, Quest. It's okay. You know, we all men in here. You don't have to pause everything that you say. We all grown.
All right, we're all heterosexual. We don't give a fuck
about some shit just sound crazy.
I just want to let you know it's okay. That you don't have to pause 20 times.
Look, I have a pause button. If I had a pause button,
that's why there is no pause button, because your ass will be pressing the shit like
Well, yeah. So,
right. Secondly, you already know I don't watch the NFL. I think that for a multitude of reasons, but one of the reasons, as you pointed out, is how they treat some of the players, in my opinion, right? And that's the running back. I think this is clear as day. Until the running back shows, and Kay, you brought this up in the group chat. Until a running back shows their extreme value in a championship, in a Super Bowl, right? In a Super Bowl and throughout an entire playoff run, right? Where the team would not have had no success at all without this running back. I think that's when the running back will get its respect again. They've made it such a quarterback league that the quarterback can't do. If the quarterback is not on fire, they don't do anything. Now, I could point to running backs who've shown up in the playoffs and even in the Super Bowl. But did it result into a win is the question.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if I'm right or not, but like usually the best running backs are usually on whacker teams, correct?
Correct.
Like the top 3, 4 running backs are usually on a whack team, right?
Usually,
or
yes.
Like a team that ain't really contending.
Correct.
Like you don't expect the team to go far. Like I said, like when Adrian Peterson was in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Peterson was wilding on the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't on a team to where you don't think if he'd have got to like the Super Bowl, he'd have like, you know what I'm saying? Like the good running backs just ain't in a place to. I mean, like a nigga like him showed.
You know why, Quest? You know why? To that point, I was gonna give y'all some more time, but you gotta think about it. Teams can't normally play a top tier running back and a top tier quarterback at the same damn time. It's one or the other. Because we got to pay the offensive line that's going to block for both of y'all too. True. And we just talking about offense. We ain't get to the defense, to the receivers and other positions yet. We just talking about quarterback, running back, and O-line.
So you're saying a running back, you just need a good running back. You don't need a great running back.
Yeah, and that's why, because it's like, if you have a great offensive line, if your offensive line is top 1, 2, or 3,
your good running back is going to be okay.
Back there, he's going to get some yards. He's probably going to get 3 yards before he even gets touched. Where you got the great running backs who got subpar lines, they getting touched in the backfield, and they got to make 2, 3 niggas miss before they even get. And I'm not pausing shit. I'm a grown fucking man.
I'm sorry, but that, I know.
Fuck out of here. So,
oh shit.
Well, so listen. I just want to make.
I don't want to hijack your point.
So when you think about the last several Super Bowls, you think about who the running back has been. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be maybe an unpopular opinion, but the last running backs that was like you had, like we needed the Giants Super Bowls, right? That we won. We could not win without our running back. That's the last time I can remember a Super Bowl winning championship team relying that much more on their running backs. So
I would say this now. Remember now, we had 2 running backs, and we ain't paying none of them niggas. We had Amar Bradshaw and we had Brandon Jacobs. None of them got big long-term deals with us. They both came to as rookies, as second, third round picks, and they did the damn thing as a combination. You know what I'm saying?
But wait, no, they both got contracts eventually, right? Brandon Jacobs got paid, but when we won, I don't believe they got paid during that time.
They were rookies. They were
totally right. But I'm just thinking back to a team that relied so heavily on their running backs for their success. I couldn't, right off the top of my head, I couldn't think of.
I'm gonna give you one. And this is far back, but this is the last time I can remember a running back being the most important player on the offensive team that even went to Super Bowl, and that was Jamal Anderson and the Dirty Bird Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, but then they win. I'm talking about Super Bowl champion. See, that's what I could have went back. Why do you think I went to the Giants? I was talking about somebody that won.
That actually won.
Yeah, because I said my point is until you get running backs that support the winning of the Super Bowl at a high level, right? Then maybe there will be more recognition. And I just wanted to point this out as well. Like the highest paid running backs right now are Christian McCaffrey, who's on San Francisco. Right now, we'll see what San Fran does this year. You got Alvin Kamara, who's been injured the last couple of years on the New Orleans Saints. You got Derrick Henry, of course, with the Titans. You got Nick Chubb.
Ain't he the best nigga? Derrick Henry? Ain't he the best?
No, Christian McCaffrey.
I wouldn't say he's the best. To me, the best running back is a two-way running back, but Derrick Henry is a bruiser. He's the best straight running back, but he's not the best
all around
running back, right? So you got Nick Chubb with the Browns, Aaron Jones with the Packers, and then you got Saquon, right? So, And then you got Saquon. Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, you want to keep going? Oh, right after that's Tony Pollard from the Cowboys, Josh Jacobs from the Raiders, and
Jonathan Taylor from the Colts,
Najee who?
Najee Harris from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, I don't got his name here, but okay. And then I see Miles Sanders up here now, who went to the Super Bowl previous season with Philly. He's no longer there, but
he's only making $7.2 million.
Huh?
He's only making $7.2 million, and he's on the list as the top paid and is at his position. That's crazy. A man is making $7 million this season, and he's on the top 10 list at his position. Is retarded.
Yeah, because like in sports world, 7 million is shorts, like 7 million type low.
You know what hurts the running back position as well? Let me tell you another reason the running back position is diminished so greatly. Running backs are in abundance coming out of college. Coming out of college, like to find a good quarterback, diamond in the rough, right? Like you got to pick a needle in a haystack. I don't care how many they said is coming out this year. It's going to be a good quarterback class. It'll be 5 good quarterbacks supposed to be coming out. 2 of them dudes paying out in the NFL, right? Right? But running backs, it's in abundance in college. So it's like, let me get the first 4 or 5 years out of you when you ball out of control in the NFL. I don't have to pay you that much because your replacement just graduated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got to do that, especially if there's so many running backs that can be the next big guy.
Okay. My turn to go?
Yep, go.
It's horrible. It's horrible because one of the main mantras, ever since I was playing football, the main mantra is that defense wins championships, right? But every single successful team, when it comes to the January, February, when it starts getting cold, the formula to win playoff games is you must be able to run the ball and you must be able to stop the run. Very simple, very basic. You got to be able to run the ball and you got to be able to stop the run. Every single Super Bowl winning team has been able to do those 2 things in January, February when it gets cold, right? Run the ball and stop the run. For those 2 things to be so important and the running backs to be at the bottom of the importance it just doesn't make sense. It's a dichotomy inside itself.
You know what the problem is, Kay? We need to get rid of fucking Roger and put you in there. Let's get Kay the commissioner spot. Pack this nigga Roger. Wasn't it Bottle? Pack that nigga the fuck up. He's trash. He's terrible. He's fucking that nigga. He got to go. He's an asshole. Pack him the fuck up. Let's get your resume in there.
Yeah, I got you, man. The next thing that's hurt running backs a lot, like my co-host alluded to, is how they make the quarterback. Let's say the NFL has made the quarterback that position. I'm going to give you a few examples. Before, you used to be able to touch the quarterback and hit him on every play. Now you can't touch the quarterback. The rules are so different for quarterbacks right now that you can't touch them. You got to hit them in the right spot.
They last longer.
Can't hit them low, or that's a 15-yard penalty. They are so protected right now and can't be touched that it opens it up for quarterbacks to sit down and sling that shit 40, 50 times a game. Back in the days, it wasn't helpful for your quarterback to stand that many times because it's coming to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little bit safer now for your wide receiver to run over the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because before a receiver's going over the middle, he's getting killed.
He's dying.
Unless
he was me.
And this happened because they changed the rules. Now they make a defensive back can't hit a wide receiver until he fully catches the ball. And he can ask him, "Can I hit you now, my nigga?" And he says, "All right, I'm ready to get hit." Damn near. Before a defensive player can hit a wide receiver. None of that shit goes to running backs. As soon as the running back touches that fucking rock or act like he's going to touch that fucking rock, there's 8 niggas that can hit him as many times as they fucking want. And there's no penalties. So the rules opening up the offense for the quarterback and the wide receiver and not doing shit for the running back is crazy. Quarterbacks can't get touched high or low. Receivers can't get hit high. That's a concussion. They can't get hit until they catch the ball and turn around, or they some dumb shit they be calling now. You know what I'm saying? But running backs, they got to carry the ball 20, 30 times a game. They got to catch the ball. They got to block for the quarterback. They got to go through the fakes to make the whole defense act like they, you know what I'm saying? There's so much a running back does to impact the fucking game. It's crazy.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me, I didn't know that. So when a receiver catches the ball now, I can't hit him until he turns around and faces me?
Yo.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You can't dive and hit him with the crown of your helmet. There's so many things that the receivers and quarterbacks to get away with, new shit that wasn't in the league 10, 15 years ago. So these positions have become safer because they're well protected. They're more protected. There ain't been shit to protect the running backs in the past 10, 15 years. You grab the ball, you run the ball, you're going to run to that line, you're going to get hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame. So going to the Saquon Barkley, I feel like the whole running back shit how the NFL is it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But as far as the Saquon Barkley and the New York Football Giants, Saquon Barkley always said from the beginning that he wasn't going to be the one. He wasn't setting to reset the running back market. That wasn't his goal. He said that from the beginning. You know, I'm not the type of player. I don't need to be the highest paid at my position. I'm not trying to reset the record for everybody else. I just want to be a Giant for life. And the fact that he continuously said that he wants to be a Giant for life is why I'm disappointed they didn't make him a Giant for life right the fuck away. I got faith in my organization. They got him for this season. They gave him good bread. He is the third highest paid running back this year. All right. There's only Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara make more money than the $11 million that Saquon is going to make this year. So at the end of the day, the Giants made him a top 3 paid player at his position. It's for 1 year. It's not for 5 or 6 years. It's for 1 year. But we did what we had to do to get that man under center for the start of training camp because he's a leader. I feel like I don't know what it's going to take. If it's going to be Josh Jacobs, if it's going to be Derrick Henry, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It may be Dalvin Cook right now. Everybody's running around and looking like, damn, who's going to be the next running back that's really going to reset the market? It could be Dalvin Cook, and it could happen in the next few days because pride is kept. Dalvin Cook is easily top 3 running backs in the league right now. And he's a free agent, and he got teams from the same division bidding against each other. The Jets just got $35 million from A-Rod, and Miami got money too. Both organizations have money. Dalvin Cook is not the type of dude who's going to play for shorts for 1 season. If he was going to do that, I feel like he'd have signed somewhere already. He's dragging it out, and he's putting these 2 teams against him now to see who's going to really give me this bread. He's been talking real good about the Jets. He said everything right about A-Rod, about the Jets, and about everything. And he said everything correct about the Miami Dolphins because that's where he's from. That's where he played college. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which one of you organizations is going to give me my real money, my real value? Whoever gives me my real value, I'm going to make the next nigga pay. And y'all know that. It's like, if you don't give me my bread, you're going to face me twice a year, my nigga, with these niggas right here. So I feel like in the next few weeks, in the next few days, Dalvin Cook may get paid more than what Saquon Barkley just got. He may get a long-term deal or maybe like a 3-year deal that's going to be worth some real money because he's worth it. He's young, and he really has the opportunity to negotiate with whoever he wants. That's the fact that he can do that. He's like the top running back besides Christian McCaffrey as far as, you know, 2-way running back. As far as I could catch the ball, I could run the ball. I'm going to give you 1,100 yards every season. I'm going to be in the Pro Bowl every year, and I'm like 26 years old. And I could choose whoever I want to play for because the Minnesota Vikings ain't appreciate him. I heard him talk on Good Morning Football yesterday, and it was crazy. He said, yo, last season, when I was with Minnesota, I seen where it was going. They want to throw the ball to the outside all day long. So I already knew that my time here was going to be up. So in the off season, when they came at me, I didn't feel disrespected because I saw it coming, because I was only getting the ball like maybe 10 times a game last year, and they just kept on throwing the ball to the outside. He ain't want to call out Justin Jefferson's name, but they was using Justin Jefferson like the running back. They throw that nigga a 5-yard hitch, a 3-yard thing here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
So listen, I didn't want to, I knew you was gonna go off on a tangent, but so we just let you go. You got your red cup. I just let you go.
Shut your ass up.
But we gonna move on from that topic. Hopefully things change. I just wanted to correct, and Derrick Henry is also one of the top paid running backs in the league. You left his name out. Between
no, he's not,
Kamara
paid, not top 3. He's not making more than like these guys. Like right now, it's Christian McCaffrey.
He's making 12.5. He makes 12.5.
Okay, 12.5. So he may be second.
Yeah. So he's above, he's above Saquon, etc. But I just wanted to put that out there. Let's move on to something. Let's move on to something a little more serious for 2 seconds. And then we'll shift it to some fun topics. I want to talk about Angel Reese for a second, and then we'll lead into Jaylen Brown after that. I want to, let's go basketball. Let's go basketball for a second. Angel Reese, she has so many NIL deals, and she's making a lot of money. In
I love that. I love that for her.
I love it for her too, right? I love it for her too. This was brought to my attention by a woman. I want to make this very clear. That a woman brought this to my attention.
Why do we care what they think about sports? But go ahead.
Yeah, a woman brought this to my attention that they wanted to know if Angel Reese was being over-sexualized as a 21-year-old, now 21 because her birthday just passed, college student. Now, my response to that, first I'm gonna give my response to that, which was this. I've seen Angel Reese in some stuff that I was like, she's young, and then I seen her in stuff that I was just like, all right, she's promoting, she has this deal to promote like Fashion Nova or whatever the case may be, right? So it's understandable for some of the stuff, right? But I don't think it's totally necessary. She has so many deals that I don't think everything has to be like, because I follow her Instagram and stuff like that. So I see a range of different things that she's promoting, commercials, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Is the bag, because the NBA and the fact that they can't pay somebody like Angel Reese the real money, is the bag for her most important in her college time with the NIL deals, even if it's sexual exploitation, no matter what it is that the most important thing for her to get that bread now than to turn down some NIL deals that might put her in a different light? That's my question to you guys. Whoever wants to go first,
I'll go first. First of all, this is fucking dumb. That's one. It's fucking dumb. I follow her too. She's attractive. I thought she was attractive before she even got big because I don't know. I just thought she's attractive. I like slim, tall girls. I think she's attractive. She's young, so I try not to look at her. But she's fucking young. That's what college girls do. If she was white, I don't think there would be a discussion. Like I've never seen her do something like, oh nah, she wilding. Like I've never seen her. The closest sexiest thing I've seen her to her, like the other day, she had like some Fashion Nova one-piece shit on, and it looked nice, really nice.
Was it the blue? Was it like a bluish?
Like the whole shit.
So that's the picture that was sent to me to say, okay, is she doing a little bit too much because she doesn't have to put herself out there in this light? That was the picture sent to me, but I think that was a small sample size of everything that she does. And I actually seen her in something what I would have considered worse than that?
A bathing suit. That's the only thing I've ever seen. Like, she's young. You ain't gonna be good look. I mean, not say it like that. Like, you young, when you young like that and you getting some bread, like you feeling yourself, you're not a black woman, all man. You come out the beauty parlor, like the beauty parlor, like you looking good, you feeling good, you smelling good, you showing that. Like, she feeling herself and she got all the right to do. Like, I don't think she's over sexualizing. Like, I don't see her bent over or anything. Like, she has a nice body. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's holding it down for the natural slim chicks. She ain't got no BBL. She ain't got no, like, she's not super big in the top, super big in the bottom. Like, she has a regular athletic body. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with what she's doing at all. I think she's attractive when you're young and you're attractive, like, you show it. If she was white, I don't think they would look at it as sexualizing. They would just look at it as her, oh, she's just being young. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
So I can see your point with that, but let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a white college student having to do anything to make, like, I've never seen a young white college student be exposed like that. You either a model, if you're a model, you're a model.
But technically she is. That's what she's modeling. She's a model. Technically, that's her.
She's an athlete who's modeling for people because of her recognition of her name. I'm not mad at her getting her money, right? I'm just saying that as a young lady, right, who's has their whole life ahead of them, whatever the case may be. If the idea is I just need to secure the bag at all costs, then I don't have an issue with it. What I'm saying is I think she still could secure the bag without maybe doing some stuff that may be questionable. That's my own.
She doesn't strike me as the person that she's doing it just for something. She strikes me as, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. Period. Like, if I said, why is it like when black women do stuff like that, it's, oh, they're doing it for this, or they're doing it to be sexualized or whatever. Nah, why she just can't? Like I said, I've never seen her do nothing crazy that would make me look at her like, oh, nah, she wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting on the outfit, cool. Like, I don't see why when it comes to black women or black athletes that we got to go so deep and look into something as, to me, that it really isn't.
Well, first, let me, K, wait, K, you gotta unmute. Wait, K, when it's your turn, I'm gonna let you go in 2 seconds, just 2 seconds. But you gotta unmute yourself because I gotta mute you guys because there's an echo, right? So to answer your question, Quest, the truth of the matter is we will never, and you can never compare us to everyone else. We are a separate entity. We always will be, right? So the problem is, that's why I said to you, what white girl can you compare to Angel Reese? You can't.
What girl is as successful as her?
Listen, but you can't. So you can't say if it was a white girl, right, this wouldn't have been an issue. It's not an issue because this is the first time we've been in this space. But it just so happens it's with a popular black girl. You follow what I'm saying? Go ahead, Kay.
First of all, I agree with Quest. This topic is stupid. Why? Because we're in America and sex sells. Where are we? We're in America. Sex sells. All right? She's getting her bag. We know her situation, right? We know that the WNBA don't make no money. And we know that college just got an NBDL. She's doing what she got to do to get her bread. Have we listened to her all last season? She's representing for people that look like her. She's representing for people who ain't have a voice because they look like her and they were discriminated against. So that's why she's so big, because she's speaking up for every little black girl who was ever discriminated against. It's not because she's beautiful. It just so happens that she is beautiful. It just so happens. The stuff that she's doing as far as Fashion Nova, that's what kids do. That's what young people do. That's what young girls do. That's why IG is so big. Everybody's a model right now because they IG models. They IG models. So she was going to be an IG model regardless. But now she got an MBDL where she's getting the money from that to wear all this shit that she was going to wear anyway. Stop hating on the process. This is a brand new process. This is a brand new lane that was never open for the young black woman. Why are we mad? They can't
mad. Nobody.
So why is this chick talking about, oh, she's sexualizing?
You sound mad.
No, she's making her bread. She didn't come to the WNBA because she was making more money in college. All right. She's making more money right now than Brianna Stewart, than Aja Wilson. She's making more money than the superstars who's playing professionally. And that's why she went to college. And that's why we all cheered her and said, go get your money, black girl. Go represent.
Shit.
Go
she might be bigger than all of them as a star. She might be bigger. She might be a bigger star than all of them that we talking about too.
Listen, Aaliyah Boston is in the WNBA right now, but you niggas forgot about her so fast. She was setting records last year inside SC. She was that chick, but she didn't win it all. Angel Reese, like I said, the white girl did this shit to Boston, and Angel Reese went back and busted ass and did that shit right back and held it down for her sisters. You know what I'm saying? How dare you do that to my SC sister? You know what I mean? And when I do it back to you, it's a problem. We forgot who Aaliyah Boston was. Y'all two forgot. But we all remember Angel Reese. We ain't forget who she was because her IG is popping. All that stuff that she's modeling, it keeps us entertained. We all knew about the blue dress, right? We all knew about the blue dress. So that means Fashion Nova, whatever y'all paid her, y'all got y'all fucking money's worth because she's putting y'all out there.
Well, I want to say this.
Let's
Let's
congratulate her. Let's not hate on her. Let's congratulate her, and let's not try to make her a villain because what she's doing is representing the proper way. She's not ratchet. You can't say she's ratchet. You can't say she's hood.
Nobody implied that she's ratchet. Nobody made any implications. Nobody made any implications on Angel Reese. Nobody's hating on her. Nobody in this on this show said anything derogatory about her. The question is simple, right? The question is simple, okay? Which is wait. This is how you have conversations. If no topic could even be discussed as there being an alternative, there's no discussions, right? The problem is the difference is, I'll give you an example. Aaliyah Boston, she didn't get a chance to get all the NIL deals and stuff like that Angel Reese got. She's out. She's already in the WNBA. Aaliyah Boston is a different type of chick, though. If you know, she's just a different type of young lady, right? The way she carries herself, different stuff, right? She's built different, right? So she's gonna have to figure out a way to make her bread in a way that's gonna be different from Angel Reese. Nobody's saying either way is right or wrong. The question I wanted to propose is, does it have to be one specific way? This is a new process. I appreciate what you say, Kay, because this is new to us. So it's open to not so much criticism, but just a look and say, well, maybe certain things could be different or change, but that could be for the next girl, whoever's next up, right? Whoever's the next girl up might do things differently, might do things better, we don't know. But it was just a question that was brought to me by a woman, right? And I wanted to share with you guys to see what.
That's my problem, B. Wait, that's my problem. You can't make women happy. They got fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows. They draw their faces. They got surgeries for their noses. You can't make women happy. You can't make them happy. So even entertaining her with this dumbass question, where we've been on for so long, you can't make women happy. They was mad because
whoever brought up the question sound like a hater.
And now you mad that Aaliyah Boy, that Angel Reese, a college girl, found a way to make money? Which one is it? You want women to make money or not?
Is it Uchiwalios in one mic?
In America, sex sells. We know where we live. So that woman, let's go to the next topic, please.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next topic, but I don't like that Kay gets so excited. Sometimes Mr. Martin gets so enthused with certain topics that he can't even see he can't see that sometimes it's a line, right? So I give you let's lead into the next topic, but I want to point something out. Killian turning down the $1 billion, right? I'm sorry, hold on. I gotta mute you guys because it's like it's when you guys are not muting, it's echoing. I apologize. So Killian turned down $1.1 billion. So it's not all about the bread. This is a men's soccer player, right? He wants to get it. He wants to play for his team. He's setting his terms, right? Angel Reese gets to set her terms in the college aspect. Doesn't matter that it's men or women. They get to decide what her NIL, she gets to decide what her NIL deals is, what she accepts, what she does, what she doesn't do. This leads into our next topic, which is Jaylen Brown, right? So Jaylen Brown just got 5 years, $304 million contract, right? He came out in a press conference to speak about how he wants to use his money, talking about he got the bread from Boston, but he's going to invest in Boston, in the community in Boston, to resurrect like a Black Wall Street in Boston, right? And to me, linear, it speaks to every one of these individuals get to choose what they want to do, what money they want to make, and how they're gonna, how it affects them in their lives. Jaylen Brown has been investing in the Boston community heavily, and I just read up on that. I did not know that, but he's already been investing in the Boston community, but now wants to further invest with this new deal. A lot of his money is going to go back into that community to build a Black Wall Street, and I want to know what you guys think about that. Quest, you could go first while Kay smokes.
Fuck Boston. The fuck? He could put his, where's he from? He's not from Boston, is he? Kay, you're muted, Kay. I don't know if you know this. But I don't know where this nigga's from. I get trying to like use your bread to invest in where the fuck you from, or invest in somewhere better. Fuck Boston. Blow that whole shit up. The fuck? Boston, ew. Boston don't treat us no type of way. Why the fuck would you want to put your money in Boston? Ew, what are you gonna like? What are that, beans? Like what? Is he gonna invest in beans? Like what the fuck is in Boston? And why the fuck would you want to put your money there? Get the fuck out of there. Put your money into where the fuck you from. Fuck Boston. We don't want no Black Wall Street. Ain't no black people trying to go to Boston's Black Wall Street. Put that shit somewhere else. Put that shit in Detroit. Put that shit in Georgia. Put that shit somewhere in Boston.
Okay, so why not Boston though?
Why? Boston don't like black people?
Wait, Quest.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What part of America likes black people?
Yeah, but Boston, shit. Boston?
I'm asking a serious question. What part of America likes black people?
No, I get it. But I'd rather put my money into either where I'm from or a more black-friendly place.
Okay,
Detroit.
so I did my research. I reached out to somebody that I know that lives in Boston. Kay, you gotta unmute yourself when you're ready to talk, okay? But I know a couple of people that live in Boston, and when I reach out to them, the community that Jaylen Brown is investing in, Boston has a heavy black community. They are still dealing with racism and stuff just like anywhere else. People get fooled by Atlanta. Atlanta is one part of Georgia that's black. The rest of Georgia is white and racist. So it's like people get it twisted in regards to where a Black Wall Street should be built.
Good point.
And where you should invest. I know Kay's been, Martin, you've been to Boston. You go to Boston.
Why?
Plenty. I'm investing in Boston on the
Why?
because there's money. Because there's money there. We can't. You see the problem. You see the problem with your problem right now, right? It's the same thing I just said about women. You can't make them happy. Black people, you can't make us fucking happy, B. We need as many Black Wall Streets in America as possible. We need 50 of them motherfuckers. We need one in every fucking state. How about that? How about that? We need as many. We need them shit every fucking where. I was just talking inside a chat the other day when I was the one that put it up, as a matter of fact, about a black family that's doing it, and they bought like 300 acres in North Carolina, and they're turning it into a Black Wall Street. And if you remember the conversation, remember my comments, I said we should see more entertainers, rappers, ball players who have the money. This is a regular Black family. Why we don't see entertainers? Remember, I was mentioning a few people who got that kind of bread, who could have been done it. So when I see Jaylen Brown doing it, I don't care where. It could be Antarctica. We need as many as possible. As many as possible. And let them try to take.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Like Quest, LA, when Nipsey did it, and he did it on the low, right? To me, Nipsey did it on the low, and he don't have as much money as some of these people, and he was still able to do it. My thing is this: nowhere in America is it really straight Black. Whether you like Boston, I think Boston's racist as fuck. I've never actually been to Boston, right? So I don't really, I can't, like, I have no horse in the race, right? But I'm just saying that when you reach out to people that know or have been or lived there, they can speak to what you don't know. And I think Boston, the area of Boston that's Black, is no different than a lot of areas across the United States. And you're right, Kay. I don't understand why more athletes do not invest collectively. Forget individually. Collectively, how come Jaylen Brown doesn't have 5 other NBA players that want to do exactly what he wants to do in Boston, and we doing it in different states where people are from? I don't understand why that doesn't happen more. Forget, it could be NBA, it could be baseball players, football players. You could get somebody from every sport to invest in a community. I don't understand why it doesn't happen more. Kudos to Jaylen Brown.
I'm all for the idea. It's just the location. Ew.
I'm gonna say this, right? You got to remember now, we live in New York City. We live in fucking New York City.
Greatest place on earth.
Okay, but in New York City, we know that Williamsburg, Brooklyn is what? Owned by who? The Jews. Okay, have you been to Williamsburg? Have you walked around Williamsburg? They own hospitals. They own everything. They got and you know what I'm saying? So it's like we see the Chinese got their area. It's called Chinatown. We see that the Indians got their area. The Ox got their own area. Everybody got their own area in fucking New York. That's like their Wall Street.
Well, let's keep it funky. Like New York niggas.
Wall Street. There's no Black Wall Street in New York, though. So why the fuck not make them shits everywhere else? Come on, bro.
No, I agree that should be one everywhere. But New York niggas, like the niggas that's getting bread in New York, cut and go elsewhere and put their money elsewhere. What New York nigga with bread is putting their money? Fat Joe's in Miami. Jay, who knows where the fuck he is? He's some Florida nigga now. This nigga like fucking, he like a Florida nigga. He like a Florida rapper or Basquiat. I don't know who the fuck he want to be. But he really, you don't hear, he got them Puff. I don't know what the fuck they do. Like, they don't really, I guess they put like a little bit, but they, Puff and Jay is the 2 richest niggas in the world, in the Black community, probably, right? But they haven't done that in New York. You can easily buy a whole neighborhood.
The question you have to ask yourself is why. Puff does something like open a school.
Puff does a lot for New York. I'm in Co-op City.
They'll open a school here. They'll do this. They'll invest. It's not like they're not investing in New York.
Puffy's school is right across the street from me. I see Black kids going to Puff Daddy's school every day. It's right there.
Black kids are going to go to that school regardless.
But you do know that, Mr. Martin, you know that there's a difference between investing in a school, right, which could be looked at as education, right? But you know, New York education is just a different. That's a whole nother topic.
What do you mean? What do you mean could be looked at as education? What else could a school be looked at?
Because okay, wait. That's I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a whole nother show. I'm just gonna give you the basics. They still follow. They're not giving a better education.
Right. They're giving the curriculum that New York State makes.
What we're getting from public schools based on the criteria they have to follow by New York State law. So what I'm saying is they're opening up these schools. Yes, that's nice, but it's not a huge difference from what was already there. It's slight. It's a slight difference, but it's not as
It's a
significant.
step. Everything what we are facing can't be overcome with one big swoop. It takes steps. You know what I'm saying? We're gradually gonna get there. Puff Daddy is the first step to changing the shit. He has a school. It's only been out for like 3 years, maybe 5 years tops. You know what I'm saying? So let's give it some
my
time.
comment on them niggas is different. So like I look at them niggas like they're giving niggas crumbs to shut us up.
Progress.
What's the difference in Puffy School and Olinville? It's the same shit. They're gonna teach the same shit. It's not like Dr. Umar School. Dr. Umar School is a whole different type of school.
Why can't y'all just be happy for the black man because it's a black school? Because I see the kids.
All he did was really just put his name behind it. All he did was really just put his name behind it.
He put his name behind it. Y'all don't know.
Listen, wait. See, I'm the type of person, I'm not just happy at something happening when it's not something that's gonna improve the community. I could open, listen, hear me out, okay, so you can understand my point. If I bought the bodega on the corner of 151 right here, 151 in Walton, right? If I bought the bodega from, from the people we grew up with, right? I want people to celebrate that I have a bodega, right? That's cool, yeah. Darnay, the first black-owned bodega in the Bronx and forever, right? Boom. But if I'm selling weed and drugs out the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a drug spot on the low, right? It shouldn't be celebrated. If it's not doing anything more than just saying Darnay owns the bodega on the store, then it doesn't affect real change. If I'm if I'm just pouring back into the community in a negative way. What I'm saying is this: Umar, wherever he decides to open his school at, he want to make sure that he can teach what he wants to teach. You see, critical race theory is being banned all over the country. I want to be able to teach about history. I want to be able to teach certain arts and trades and stuff like that. If you don't have that type of freedom to do so, thank you, Quest, the freedom to do so, then I'm part of the exact same system that's still teaching the same bullshit. I just get money from it and then recognition of saying a black man is teaching the same bullshit that we've been being taught. That's an example of that, okay? So now, just like because you was one of the same people, let's give Jay-Z some time. Let's give Jay-Z some time. We gave Jay-Z a lot of years. I ain't really seen nothing but some better halftime shows. Everybody thought the deal was going to be something for ownership and on his part, but that has not been to the fruition.
Why? If you read it, it said that he's the head of entertainment. Why did you think he was the owner of a team? Why did you think he was a part of the, why did you read his job title? His job title was the head of entertainment, and we've gotten black halftime shows ever since. What did you want him to do but not give us better halftime shows? That's the part that he is in control of. I don't know why you was just
wait, Mr. Martin, do you remember? Do you remember when the deal first happened, right? When Jay-Z sat across from Roger Goodell and met, right? Right? Do you remember that? You remember it clear as day, right? And he got backlash for people feeling like he was cooning, right? And then he signed the deal, right? Are you not one of those people that believed he was going to do more than just bring halftime shows? Yes or no?
No, I was not one of those people.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't want to accuse you of something that you wasn't.
Yeah, no, I was not one of those people because I read his job title. I knew what he was hired to do. So what he was hired to do was make the halftime shows more like us, and we've gotten the best fucking halftime shows ever since. Like the man got Dre out of retirement.
Okay,
Dr. Dre,
50 Cent, like we've like entertaining niggas.
Yo, wait. How many do you recall us having halftime shows? There was no black halftime shows before Jay-Z. That's what you're saying?
No.
Oh,
the fuck out of here. Janet Jackson with her shit ripped off. Justin Timberlake.
Is she black?
What are you talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Janet Jackson not black?
Rose Bowl, nigga. Like, what are we talking about here? No, there wasn't no black. There wasn't no hip hop. It wasn't no rap.
Isn't Bruno Mars like black?
It wasn't no rap. Getting 45 minutes on the biggest stage. No, it wasn't. There was no Kendrick Lamar's. No, it wasn't rap, bro. Maybe R&B, maybe pop, not rap.
Okay. Shout out to Jaylen Brown though. I respect it. I just
shout out to Jaylen Brown.
Where's Jaylen Brown from? K look like you know. Unmute yourself, brother.
He's from the A. He's from Atlanta.
I don't know. Me personally, if I come across bread like that, I'm going where I'm from first. That's the first place I'm putting any bread into. That's just me. Like where I love where I'm from so much, I have to build up my
Listen, I've been trying to tell you, my boy. He's been going crazy in Atlanta ever since he's been in the league and first got his money. Remember now, this ain't the first time Jaylen Brown got big money. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be his last contract. This ain't his first contract. He's been doing a lot in Atlanta, bro.
I didn't know that.
He takes care of his town. He's physically there a lot too, not just with his money. He's a part of. He's in the community in Atlanta.
Oh no, that nigga's a genius. That nigga's out here teaching robotics classes and shit. Like,
I'm telling you,
I have a super respect for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown makes black people look really good. He's fucking smart as fuck. He's not just a dumb jock. Like he's fucking smart as fuck, and he's a jock. Like he makes us look really good. I just don't like Boston. That's all it is. Fuck Boston. Boston K, you heard?
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic because we have two that I really want to cover, and I feel like this is gonna take some time. Okay, we're gonna go with Quest. We're gonna go with Quest topic first because I know it's gonna be a little spicy.
Stop yelling at me, okay?
So we're gonna go with Jeff Teague's comment on James Harden being better than Dwayne Wade. I watched the video. I've also commented on this in the group chat.
It was a big discussion yesterday in the group chat.
And the truth be told, I think I understand where he's coming from and why he chose James Harden, right? Totally understand. Totally. It's very obvious to me why he chose James Harden, right? However, this is why I believe Jeff Teague does not have a championship. Right?
Yeah, because he don't want to fucking win.
This is the reason why he does not have a championship, because he does not look at things from a championship perspective, right? And this is not about accolades and MVP.
Whoa, D, I gotta stop you. I must stop you. He has a ring. He won a ring with the Bucks. Didn't he get a ring with the Bucks on the back of their bench? Yes, he did.
He did? Oh, yes. Shit.
Yes. Giannis got that nigga a ring.
I stand corrected.
He was on the bench. He had a ring.
But it does not change my point, which is that he's an idiot boy because he's choosing stats over production, right? Over impact, over heart, over drive, over winning, over everything that you can choose. And it's the difference between a Dwayne Wade and a James Harden. He said, oh, the only knock is everybody keeps talking. I hate when people sometimes say, if it wasn't for this, or if they did this, and if it was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up, right? I hate when people do that with people who still have opportunities to show that they could still make their point valid, right? So James Harden almost could have went to the chip and could have won a championship in Houston, right? CP3 got injured, whatever the scenario was over in Houston, right? And they went up against a really good Golden State Warriors team. The truth of the matter is, he didn't pull it through. Now, that could be the result of the injury. That could also be the result of just who they were playing at the time. But since that one scenario in which anyone feels like he was about to get over this hump, right? What other situation can you point to that makes the point that he's a championship type shooting guard and could have wheeled another team to a chip? There's no evidence of that. None. He has not shown up in big games. He didn't do it this playoff series. He's not a playoff guy. If you ask me, from what I've seen, he's not a playoff guy. Everyone could point to that 1 year in Houston where it could have happened, but other than that, it's not a playoff guy. Now, Dwayne Wade, right? He's been to playoffs several times. He's always shown up. May not have been enough to win, but he's always shown up. No. He's always shown up. That's the point. There's no disappearing acts. There's no, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I just didn't have it this game. No, I'm going to do everything I can to win. We know what he averaged. And people can point to, oh, he had Shaq and all these different players. But what did he average that series? What did he average that series? What did he do to make sure they went to the chip and won? Not with everybody else, because I don't care if anybody points out Shaq. Tell me Shaq was averaging 25 that series. No, he was not, right? Tell me Shaq was averaging 22 and 17. No, he was not.
The best center on the team was Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning was playing down the stretch and playing the most minutes and having the most impact with one kidney. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, the point is people, the point is people like to point out stuff when you only have one example of something and nothing else to back it up. So if you're gonna go based on stats, and this is I'm gonna set you up real nice, Quest, because I see you itching. I'm gonna set you up real nice. This is a finger roll for you. Finger roll, right? If you're so stuck on stats, then no one should question LeBron is better than Kobe or Michael, because stats says otherwise, right? But we know if you don't have the eye test and can see that Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan were different type of players when it comes to different scenarios, especially playoff time, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You believe something, you just a LeBron fan, this, that, and the third. Remember this, if stats is all you're looking at, James Harden over Dwayne Wade, LeBron James over Bean Bryant. Go.
That's crazy. I would never in my life fix my list to say no fucking LeBron James over no fucking Kobe Bean Bryant. Neither here nor there. Now, what I'm saying, if I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick Dwayne Wade. I'm a big believer in, I do believe in numbers, but I'm a big believer in the eye test. But it ain't far-fetched to put Harden for someone to put, it's arguable. Like, it makes it, like, it ain't some shit like, nah, you bugging the fuck out. I can see it. And it depends on your criteria on how you would want to place him. Because to me, it don't matter. It's MJ, it's Kobe, and who gives a fuck who's after? To me, that's my personal opinion when the two guard argument comes. Is Mike, Kobe, and them other niggas. But in James Harden's defense, D-Wade did have Shaq. Not to say that D-Wade wasn't wilding in the finals and in the playoffs, right? But it's also a team game, right? So teammates do matter. And you're wrong about Alonzo Mourning, because Alonzo Mourning didn't even average 10. So you're wrong about Alonzo Mourning, about being the center that was the big deal. Shaq was still averaging 20. Shaq averaged like 20 to 9. They still had Shaq. They had Jason Williams. They had Antoine Walker. Like they had a good team. They had a good.
There you go. Telling me stats. I watch the series.
I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you those, bro.
Zoe and his one kidney was playing motherfucking defense, nigga.
All right. I'm not saying. You're making my point.
Defense still mattered.
But you're making my point.
Wasn't on the floor.
But you're making my point.
Was slow shot.
All I just said was that Shaq was playing better than. But you're making my point. D Wade had two big nice niggas at the rim protecting it for him. So like the team he had played a big part, and then he went to fucking LeBron James.
superstars has fucking Harden played with, my nigga?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. James Harden has probably had the most help besides LeBron.
Once we name them in their fucking prime, we're gonna go with teammates.
Bro, I'm not saying that. We didn't get to that part yet. James Harden has probably had the most help besides LeBron James. I'm not talking about that. But I am talking about the fact that
back up from the camera. Back up from the camera. Stop getting so aggressive.
Talk about D-Wade's teammates if you can't talk about Harden's teammates, because he's played with every fucking body.
You didn't let me get there yet. You didn't let me get there yet.
Shaq at the end of his career.
How is Shaq washed up? How is Shaq? It was just left LA.
How are we taking away from the fact that he averaged 40?
We're not talking about Phoenix Shaq. We're not talking about Boston Shaq. He just left LA. He was not washed up. Stop that. Y'all don't have to make niggas whack to big up your man. Stop doing that.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree. Look, I agree, Quest. But the problem is this. The problem is this.
You're big enough.
Solve this real easy. Solve this real easy. Look, let's just do this. Wait, Quest. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's make it real simple. No matter who the teammates, if you swap the two and their entire career, right? This is the question. Swap the two and their entire career with the players they played with, right? Who wins the championship?
Dwayne Wade will have
and who doesn't?
Dwayne Wade will have more championships.
Okay.
But I also believe. Hold on. But if you'd have put James Harden with that Miami team, they'd have won a chip too.
No, not to me. No, not even fucking
close.
Wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you the only reason why.
Because I didn't get to my point.
The only reason why is he would have to, right? This is the point you got to understand, because we can't go back and change it. We already know what history is, right? That's Miami team. What Dwayne Wade did. That's what he would have to average for them to win. When has James Harden done that in the playoffs?
When has James Harden averaged 30?
More than 30.
In the playoffs? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But it ain't far-fetched that he can't do it. Hold on. What about that series? Wait on. But y'all didn't let me get to my point. So my point is, though, the point that where I would differentiate the two is when D-Wade didn't have nobody, D-Wade's team was trash. D-Wade was trash. D-Wade didn't do no fucking winning. Without look at that Houston team. They had to play arguably the second best team ever in the fucking KD Golden State Warriors. And James Harden took the Knicks to 7 by himself. Who was his supporting cast?
So fucking what? We're giving cookies for going to game 7, not for fucking going to the championship.
It don't count that he went against fucking KD and the fucking Warriors with Steph, Clay, and these niggas by himself. Who the fuck was on the team?
He fucking lost. So what? He lost.
He lost.
Why are we bigging up a nigga that lost?
It was him by himself.
He lost.
It was him by himself. And when D-Wade was by himself, Dwayne lost. When Wade was by himself, Wade lost.
How many years throughout his career he didn't make the fucking playoffs? Every time, if D-Wade didn't make the playoffs, he was hurt, my nigga. That's when his back started to act up. Let's talk for real.
But now you're saying that, but now you're saying that, oh, he made the playoffs. He still lost. James Harden went to the fucking conference finals and lost. You just say he lost. The point is he lost. The point is Dwayne Wade lost.
I'll let you finish talking. Go ahead.
The point is Dwayne Wade lost. When Dwayne Wade didn't have no LeBron or he didn't have no Shaq or no Chris Bosh, he was trash. Them niggas sucked. The teams didn't go nowhere. Correct? How much winning did he do when he didn't have them? Not a lot. Am I wrong? Yes or no? Did he win when he didn't have them niggas? No,
yes,
he didn't.
You're fucking wrong. Yes, you're wrong. Yes, you're wrong.
What was he winning? What was he winning?
Fucking 9-time All-Star, nigga. Fuck we talking
Nobody
about?
said that's individual.
Came to his team, nigga.
He's an All-Star. James Harden's an All-Star too. Was his team winning when he didn't have those niggas? When James Harden didn't have nobody, he went to the conference final and lost to fucking Steph and KD. He lost to Steph and KD.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. Arguably the second greatest team ever. And he took them niggas to 7 games by himself. Like, niggas got to stop making it seem like James Harden didn't do shit. Yeah, so he don't show up a lot in the playoffs. But when he was on Houston, he was wilding. He kept getting bumped by who? Steph. Who kept bumping him? Steph.
I'm letting you go on, Quest, right? But I'm confused. Yeah. Who did Harden go to the finals, to the Western Conference Finals with? What was his team? That he had nobody.
No, I didn't say he didn't have nobody, but he didn't have a better team than fucking that Miami Heat team.
That's not the point. So this is where sometimes
if he had anybody, we'd be able to name them off the head right now. Pause.
Okay, this is where conversations get confusing, right? If we swap the players, right? You believe Harden would have won with Shaq and Zoe and all those players, right? I disagree. What I believe is if you put Wade on the same team that Harden was on, that he went to the Western Conference Finals, they win. They beat Golden State. That's what I believe. Because I think that's the type of player Dwayne Wade is. Now, and how he shows up in big games. It's just my opinion, right? From my opinion and from what I've seen of Dwayne Wade, right? Now, if that's the case, that means that Dwayne Wade could have worked with more and done better with less, and Harden needed more. Now, in Harden's career, he's wound up getting better and better teams and still ain't do nothing with it.
Harden, when they both had less, Harden did more.
What was less? Okay, wait. So this is what we'll do. We'll save this for the next show, right? Because we can't do it right now. What we'll do is we'll look up Harden's best record with his most trash team, right? And then look up Dwayne Wade's record with the most trash team he's ever had, and see who did better.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
Can I go now? I never wanted to touch on this topic because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful in so many ways. But I'm gonna just go from the bottom line and the basics and the fundamentals why it's so disrespectful and why these two players should never be compared. Ever. That's disrespecting the defensive player and everything that D Wade has ever done on the defensive side of the ball. Basketball is offense and defense. And D Wade was the best defensive two guard of his time. He has the most blocks. D Wade was always in the top 5 in blocks as a guard. He had more blocks in centers and power forwards every year. D Wade was playing defense since the day he stepped into the fucking NBA. He was doing a chase down block that everybody says, oh, LeBron started that shit. Fuck out of here. The reason why D Wade went to the championship and led his team to the fucking championship in his second season was because he was a defensive menace. Steals, blocks, passing lanes, every fucking thing. He made all defensive team multiple times. James Harden has never been known. That was the knock on Harden forever. He don't play no fucking defense. We just now saying, okay, Harden will get in the passing lane now, and now he'll play some defense. Fucking 12 years later in his career, with D Wade from day one was playing defense at an elite level. Elite level. Lockdown defender. So if you want to talk about swapping them, there's no fucking way James Harden would have played defense like D Wade. Forget the offense because Harden is amazing offensively, but he's just not tough and he ain't got that fucking killer instinct. He ain't got the heart of fucking D Wade. All right? Because D Wade willed his team to a championship. They was down 0-2 with all them people you talk about. He was getting Shaq involved. He was getting all them niggas involved, right? And they was down 0-2. And when he took over and averaged 40 the next 4 fucking games, it was over. So why are we trying to act like his teammates did that? No. When he was giving them niggas the rock in the first 2 games, they lost. When the nigga went dumb, the next 4 games and averaged damn near 40, the first nigga to average that much in the finals since who? Mike. In the finals.
I ain't never seen a team win a basketball game with 40 points.
We act like Harden wasn't inside the NBA Finals in his second season. He was inside the NBA, maybe his third season. I forget that young OKC squad was in the finals with a fucking squad. What happened to him? D Wade in his fucking second season wins a chip. The Miami winning mentality that has them winning right fucking now was built off of D Wade. It's called Wade County. The fuck are we talking about? Where in Houston is named after James Harden? For what? Losing in a fucking game 7, losing in a game 5.
It's only called Wade County because it rhymes with Dade County, right?
Don't y'all ever compare a weak-hearted, not closing, no defense playing motherfucker to a nigga that's clutch enough to carry a whole city. Miami had no chips before D Wade got there. They had no chips before D Wade got there.
All right, we
Harden was giving niggas 16 and 14.
Quest. Everybody know this is an easy look up real quick. When was Dwayne Wade drafted?
2003.
2003. Okay, right. So I just want to point this out to everyone in the chat. Kay already knows this because he was on 1,000. I see steam still coming out his ears. But Quest, maybe you're unaware of this, right? Dwayne Wade was drafted in 03. In the 03-04 season, which was the following season after his rookie season, I believe, right? Because I think he was drafted in 02-03 season, right? They lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The following year, they lost in the Eastern Conference finals. The year after that, they became the NBA champion. And then the year after, they lost in the Eastern Conference first round. So outside of his rookie season, the first 4 after that, the next 4 after that, he was in the playoffs, right? Won a championship and was in the Eastern Conference finals, right? Now, the one he won a championship is with Shaq, correct? How do you go to the Eastern Conference finals without a Shaq, right? To your point, he had Shaq and he went to the Eastern Conference finals, sir, right? And to put it out there, just so you understand, 59 and 23 was the record he had in Miami. And they were the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference at that time. No Shaq at that time, sir. No Shaq.
Was the trash? Was the team trash? Who was on the team?
My nigga, the only time D Wade didn't make the playoff was when he was injured. Fuck you chatting about, fam? Put some respect on my man's name.
It doesn't. Nobody's pointing to his team being trash, right? What people make the argument that is that he had Shaq. He had this person. Remember, he went to the playoffs with Caron Butler and Lamar Odom, right? That might have been when they lost in the conference semis. Or it could have.
Those are 2 nice niggas, but go ahead.
Sorry, sir. Do you remember that Kobe had those niggas and didn't do nothing with them? Oh, people always forget that. People forget
Kobe
that.
has 2 rings with Lamar Odom.
Kobe Bean Bryant had both
Kobe
those
has 2 rings
players.
with Lamar Odom.
Kobe Bean Bryant
has
had
rings
the
with
same
Lamar
2
Odom.
players and did nothing with them.
Caron Butler then and Caron Butler when he was on LA is 2 different Caron Butlers. But Lamar Odom has won chips with Kobe. Kobe won with Lamar Odom.
Sir, Quest, I don't think you understood my point. Let me make it a little clearer.
You said he had the same players and didn't do nothing. He won chips.
Hear me out, sir. Let me make sure I make my point very clear. I wasn't saying that he didn't win a chip with Lamar Odom. I'm saying that those 2 players went from one team to the other in a season. So meaning those 2 teams collectively, those 2 players, played together in LA and then went to Miami and had success with Dwayne Wade. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It was the
other way around.
It wasn't that way.
They got traded for Shaq. They got traded for Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other way around. The point that I'm trying to make is when Caron and Lamar played with Kobe, that was the year Kobe was pissed. And if I believe that's the year he was going to ask for the trade or whatever.
The team was trash that year. They was trash.
But I don't understand. See, it's just confusing to me that Dwayne Wade can do that with those 2 players and then they go with Kobe and it's nowhere near the same success. So your point is those are two nice niggas, right? That's what you said. You said
nice. It was nice. But it wasn't just
why Kobe couldn't do much with those two nice niggas? Because they different type of players. Kobe and Dwayne Wade, two different type of players.
We're not even gonna do that. We're not even gonna compare them two. We're not even gonna compare those.
This is not about what you believe who is better. This is about two different type of players.
James Harden's trash. He shouldn't be mentioned with D-Wade.
Get something different out of different players. Because if I'm making that argument because
D-Wade.
Huh?
You're right. James Harden, a nigga that gave niggas 60 and 14, shouldn't be mentioned with Dwayne Wade. You're right, my fault.
Look, I never said that. I said I understand why Jeff
fucking shots. He scored 60 on 50 shots.
60 points.
Right.
Look.
And 14 assists.
With the same
and 14 assists.
Right.
And 14
all right.
assists.
We're gonna move on because I know K gotta go soon. But the reality is this. I said that I can understand why T picked them, but any real basketball player and already knowing what the history is, it wouldn't make sense that you would choose James Harden over Dwayne Wade. You already said, Quest, you would choose Dwayne Wade. Kay says he would choose Dwayne Wade. I would choose Dwayne Wade. And that's because we know what we've seen historically, and we're not just looking at stats. With that being said, since we're going to talk about stats, right? Let's quickly talk about which stat is the craziest to you guys. I wanted to get this opinion real quick, and then we could end the show on that. Which one of these stats is the most craziest to y'all? All right.
60 and 14.
Huh?
60 and 14.
60 and 14. All right. So 14 points. This is Russell Westbrook. 14 points, 24 assists, 21 rebounds, right? With 5 from 8 for the field, right? That's one. I ain't gonna even do Melos. He's not even worth even mentioning in this. Jay Crowder, 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 block.
Oh, Yenka Dare. He's Yenka. The Yenka stat.
Lisa Leslie with 101 points off 37 from 56 shooting and 27 free throws out of 35. Rondo with 17 points, 17 rebounds, and 20 assists. I won't do Shaq. Randy Moss with 3 catches, 163 yards, and 3 TDs. I ain't gonna front. That stat still bugs me out just thinking about it. He only caught the ball 3 times.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
3 times, 3 TDs, and 163 yards.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Rodman, 0 points, 28 rebounds in 45 minutes. Or, last but not least, we'll do Kobe Bryant with 81 points, 28 from 46 from the field, 7 from 13 from 3, and 18 from 20 from the free throw line. We know what Quest is going to pick, but what is the most craziest stat line out of the ones that I named?
That Randy Moss one is crazy. Lisa Leslie shit is crazy too. What you said? She was 27 for 35? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. 27 for 35 and 101 points. Yeah, that might be it. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy. That and Randy Moss.
Unmute, K. You gotta unmute yourself.
That's crazy. That and Randy Moss.
Was that her free throws or was that her field goals? D.
Field goal.
That was her free throws. 27 from 35 from free throws.
What was the field goal?
Field, it was 37 from 56. 56 shots, 37. She hit 37 of them 56 shots.
That's still crazy too. That's still crazy too. Randy Moss shit is crazy. 3 catches, almost 200 yards. Yeah. I don't know. It might be out of is Randy. Kobe shit because we ain't never seen no shit like that, and I don't believe in Wilt Chamberlain's 100. I don't know. Yeah, it might be out of those three. Like 101 points is a lot of points. You know how hard it is to score 20 points? Like a professional in a professional game, 101 is OD. Yeah, I think I might go with Lisa Leslie, Randy Moss, and Kobe. I liked Russell Westbrook shit too. But yeah, those Rondo shit too. All of them shits is amazing.
For me, it's Rondo. He had 17 points, 28 assists, and 20 rebounds, you said? He had 17, 28, and 20? D, right?
He had 17, 17, and 20. 17 points, 17 rebounds, 20 assists.
We got him for me, that's it. Because Rondo was like 6'4". So for the stats, for the current stats, I'm sure Westbrook 2020 game was the better stat for me. When Westbrook had 20 after Nipsey Hussle died, you know what I'm saying, for the Rolling 60s. But it's not in here. So I'm going to go with the Rondo joint.
You know what? I ain't gonna say
anymore.
Westbrook 6, the 2020, because he went out his way to do it, is what makes it like less. Like it didn't just happen. Like he went out to go out, and I don't know. It's different for me. It's different when it just happens.
In history, right? Has never been done.
Right, but he went out his way to do it. Like it didn't happen naturally, and it just so happened those were the numbers. Is my point. Like it wasn't organic.
But
yeah, I get that. I get what Quest's saying in regards to intent.
But homie,
it's still a great feat.
Go out there and say I'm going to score 100 tonight, but it don't happen.
No. It's still a great feat. But like if it would have just happened organically, it's like oh shit. But like he went out his way. Like I don't know. It's different. But anyway.
So I'm gonna tell you what I'm with Quest. I'm not actually gonna pick Lisa Leslie. It's either Randy Moss, Jay Crowder.
I'm an idiot though. Like I don't. Yinkadare had.
Let me tell you why. Jay Crowder.
Hold on. Yinkadare had that whole stat line for his season.
He did? Really?
Yeah. For like
I don't believe. I gotta look that up.
I swear. He averaged like 1. I swear to God.
Listen. I just feel like it's so hard to score 1 point, get 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 block in a game. That's an accomplishment in itself. And there's no way you even try to get only 1 point.
I'm getting at least
1.
I'm getting more than 1 point.
Crazy.
Bro. Yeah, I'm getting more than 1 point.
To me, the way the game is set up, for Randy Moss to get 3 catches, 163 yards. That means for each catch, it was 60 yards average. He averaged 60 yards a catch and a TD. That's crazy.
But why that's not that crazy to me? Because if you watch Randy Moss, when he had the Dante Culpepper, with the strong arm, who could just throw the ball and Randy would just run under it. That's what Randy Moss was doing. That's why he's a Hall of Famer, and that's why he is who he is. Because when he first came in the league, this was before everybody found out there's no guard in him. Like, you know what I'm saying? This was like early in his career, where maybe his rookie season, because I remember this game. This was on Monday Night Football.
You know, like the rookie record for touchdowns and receptions?
This game was like on Monday Night Football, and one of the catches was like for 83 yards. Like, it was just like, I'm just going to step. It may have been Cunningham too. Remember, he played with Cunningham too. He played with Cunningham before Culpepper. You know what I'm saying? Like, quarterbacks who could just launch it. Like, okay, rookie, go ahead, go get it. And that's what he was doing that whole season. So that's why it's like it was a great stat line. And the fact that he did it on Monday Night Football against like a supposedly great team made it even better. Like this was, it may have been against the Cowboys as his coming out party because y'all didn't draft him. If you remember, challenge the Cowboys because the Cowboys are supposed to draft.
If you don't have that as a fact, stop. Don't say that.
I'm just saying it might have been.
I don't know. Something
to us, yo.
Something tells me. Something tells me that's correct, Kay. I think something tells me that's correct.
I don't think
I think it was the Dallas Cowboys. It sounds like something the Cowboys would do.
So it's like Moss. That's what Moss was doing that year. Like when Moss first came in the league, there was no guard in it. Like that's just what it was. Go long, and he had the quarterbacks with the arms. It's like, go ahead, rookie, go ahead. I could throw it. And he's like,
listen, I'm gonna go with that Randy Moss, and I might even go Dennis Rodman because 28 rebounds in a game without scoring a point is impressive too. When you the focus on rebounding for Dennis Rodman is just amazing to me. So I don't know. There's so many of these joints.
All right, hold on. Crazy. It was against the Cowboys. It was Thanksgiving.
How about them Cowboys?
It was Thanksgiving. It was a Thanksgiving game.
How about them Cowboys?
Listen, don't go against my memory, man. Like I remember, like I said, like it was a big game. It was early in his career, and he was talking that shit because the Cowboys were supposed to draft him, and he had his coming out party against them. So that's what made it, that attitude.
How about them Cowboys?
Whatever, y'all.
How about them Cowboys?
So he thought I was talking shit. He's over there looking it up on the low like a whole.
Yeah, he like, wait a minute. You're not gonna talk shit.
It wasn't Monday Night Football though.
What?
It wasn't Monday Night Football.
What was it? Thursday Night Football?
It was Thanksgiving.
It was Thanksgiving. I said it was a big game. It was a nationally televised game. That's why I remember it. You know what I'm saying? I said it was a big game.
That's a nationally televised
game. Look, that's even worse. It was Family Day. How dare you let him disgrace y'all on a Family Day? That means everybody got to see y'all be disgraced. How about them Cowboys? I think that's a perfect way to end the show. Sitting on the Cowboys.
Perfect. Now that I remember, Randy Moss stat is definitely number one. It's definitely number one.
Definitely number one.
Definitely
3 catches, 163, TD. Against the so-called America's team.
Embarrass them motherfuckers.
How about them Cowboys? Got to do a line dance too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Straight from the Block, only on 92.6 WKBP, The Spot. I am your host, Plano, co-host. Holla at him on the way out. Had a great show.
Man, fuck this shit. You already rolling, man. It's your boy Questro, a.k.a. Crib Bayless, a.k.a. fuck y'all niggas.
Y'all already know who it is, man. Ashton Martin, B, a.k.a. Mr. Martin, a.k.a. the Cowgirls Killer. You heard? Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, my God, yo. Oh, I can't wait. All right.